allegiance.
Glasses. Okay. Father God, you know why we are here. You know the hearts of all men and women. Remind us today of the urgency of being prepared to serve our fellow human beings in time of need. Help us as helping agents always to be available to the collective, as well as the individual needs of others in times of emergency and when people are in stressful and hurting situations. Give us an understanding of the reasons why we exist and serve. We affirm today, O Lord, that a better community and a better Randolph County and a better America begins with us. Bless now this gathering, and may God bless Randolph County and God bless America. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, I call the meeting to order for agenda business. Is there any public comment?
Yes, Curtis Elmore. Are you with me? Ryan? Yeah.
You want to join me?
Sure.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. First of all, I would like to take just a moment to again thank the Commission for their assistance that was recently provided to the Norton Hardy Jimtown PSD on behalf of our Board of Directors and our PSD family. It was greatly appreciated. Had been talking back and forth with Mark Scott, and Mark was down last week with an informal gathering at the PSD office to kind of get introduced to our planned upgrade package. And I wanted to come before the Commission today to submit a formal request and project scope for that to the Commission. Just get my bunch here, if you don't mind. And just to take a moment, if you have any questions to.
Thank you.
As I said, our PSD's the better part of 40-some years old now, and there are a lot of things that are wearing out, getting older. And we've been looking at this for the last year or so and have finally got everything in the works that we're going to try to move forward to take our district into the future so that we can continue to provide adequate water service to our customers. Ryan, do you have anything you would like to add?
Yeah, so on behalf of the PSD, my name is Ryan Holcomb. I'm with the Thrasher Group, and what we've done thus far with the project is kind of taken a holistic scope of what we plan on doing, or what the PSD desires to do, and started looking at how we can possibly fund the project. So any contribution that could be made from the county, it would be paired hopefully at the state level, so that we can work towards getting all of these items completed. If you have any questions, I'd answer some.
Okay. Now, Mark had mentioned to us here this week.
Well, we had talked previously, and I'd mentioned it at the last meeting formally, and said that I would be coming back soon, so time has arrived. I appreciate your time, gentlemen, and thank you very much.
All right, yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Anybody else?
That's it. All right, approval minutes from our last meeting.
I move that we approve the minutes as submitted from the last Randolph County Commission meeting, which was held September 2nd, 2021.
Okay, motion on the floor is to approve the minutes from our last meeting on the 2nd of September. Is there any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. All right, reports, Aaron.
I've provided you with an update on how Community Corrections is currently doing. So we have 110 individuals in the program currently. Starting the beginning of this fiscal year, we've had 3 full participants, 28 as a condition of bond, 2 that are services. We've had 15 individuals complete our program, 16 terminate, but we've had 3 re-enter back in the program. We've got 1 individual in rehab. With the community service hours, we've saved the count, we've done 225 hours. With employment hours with our full participants, we've done 5,280 hours. Haven't had anyone complete my domestic violence program, but we've had 2 people enter into the, so far this fiscal year. We have administered with just our people, 484 drug screens, 73 were positive, which is 411 negatives. With the community service hours, we've saved the county $1,968.75. We've collected so far this fiscal year in collection fees, $5,914. With the regional jail bill, we've saved the county $315,989.25. So a total of the community service savings with the regional jail bill, we saved the county $317,958. So our current 110 individuals in the program, we have 16 full corrections, 68 on bond, 15 services only, 5 from probation and 6 from parole. And of our 16 full corrections, we've got 13 employed, 2 on the run, and 1 in rehab, which gives our 16. The last page is the financials of our current numbers. We have, with the community corrections money, not including the grant, we have spent $5,900.30. We've brought in the $5,914. We have, with our federal probation contract, we have spent $2,200. We brought in $2,700. With our drug court contract, we spent $9,720, but we've brought in $13,440. And I will say that we are still missing March's check from last year, which I informed the drug court coordinator, and he's gonna look into it. With the DRHR money, we've spent $16,414.42, but we've only brought in $3,845. That's because I'm a little behind in the invoices, which I'm working on getting caught up, so that number should completely flip-flop once they're submitted. And the only other thing, we've brought in $696.50 through parole. So total expenses have been $34,234.72. We've brought in $26,595.50. So we are technically at the moment $7,639.22 in the hole, but once I submit those DHR invoices, that'll flip flop. So, but other than that, we're doing very well and staying busy.
Well, good. Well, thank you.
And I think next time, I will tell you, here's a couple extra numbers just to let you have, and the next time I'm gonna try to have our positive percentages done so you guys can see from last year's fiscal year. But I just did this, cause I have to do it every month. We currently, with the ability of what I'm capable of, we've had a total, since the program has started, which was back in 2005, we've had 2,029 people go through the program. We've had 1,922 complete the program. I'm sorry, say 1,057 complete the program. We've had 944 terminate. We've had 462 re-enroll. And of those, we've had 318 terminate again. So our recidivism rate, to the best of my ability, we are at 37.1, which is pretty good. When I first started, our recidivism rate was about 60%. So we're definitely down to 37. So we're heading in the right direction.
Well, good.
Anything for 911?
So far, I have one employee out, or I have 2 employees out with, one with COVID, one's quarantined. The one will come back the 18th. The other one just started yesterday because someone in their household has COVID. I had a problem with Stewart's Knob Tower. The tower got hit by lightning. I talked to Mark about this. I don't know if he got it back to you all or not, because it was really recent.
I've never heard anything, but.
The generator just needed a part. Thank goodness,
Well,
because we
good,
thought
yeah.
we might have to replace the whole generator. So it's just a part, so it should be fixed by the end of the week.
Okay, very good, thank you.
The sheriff's office?
Just a quick update on our newest deputy, Zach Yeager. He's currently in West Virginia State Police Academy. He's in his 6th week. They've had to turn to an alternative schedule with stuff going on down there, but we still anticipate him graduating in November to where he'll be able to get on the road and the FTO program through the sheriff's office. So.
Sounds good.
Thank you. All right, Brenda, do you have anything?
You have,
Oh, sorry, I didn't see her back there. The big guy was blocking it.
when Ethan got up, we found you.
I do not have a long report today, but I just wanted to let you know that we are able to go into the schools again this year. So we've started programming. Actually, we started this week. So we have like a whole schedule of things that we're going to be able to do in the schools. So we're really excited about that. Right now we're doing hand washing. Very important. We can bring our bug over and you can wash your hands if you want. So, but we're really excited about that, and we just wanted to let you know that we're going to be able to do programming in the schools again this year. So.
Thank you.
Very good.
All right, I think we gotta make that, all right.
Is that everyone?
All right, any correspondence? Okay, let's see. Our next
Meeting in
will
October
be
sometime.
October the 7th. All right, that's what our next meeting will be. Oh, it's already October. Okay, items for discussion and action. First one is bid for litter control grant, litter control project, sorry. And we're gonna table that one because we didn't get any bids, right?
Correct.
All right, so the next one is consider ratification of signature on the letter of support for the Woodlands Fiber Deployment Project. And this is just ratifying his signature.
Yeah, that's what this is.
All right,
I think it's one we do every year.
all right, so make a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve the ratification of the signature on letter of support for the Woodlands Fiber Deployment Project.
Okay, so motion on the floor is to approve the ratification signature of Mark Scott, President of the County Commission, for the support of Woodlands Fiber Deployment Project. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, consider approval for participation in the West Virginia Checkbook Program. You wanna just explain a little bit what that's about, and then we'll go into that?
I don't know,
You don't know.
can't explain too much about it. The state auditor's office came a couple years ago and gave a presentation on, it's called the West Virginia Checkbook Program, and it's where, like, any checks that our office writes, the bookkeeping department would write, it would all go online for people to be able to go on and see, like, who our vendors are that we pay any money out to, things like that. When they did come and do the presentation a couple years ago, my bookkeepers had some hesitation about it, because they're, were concerned if they had to void a check, what happens if that's already out there online and they have to go back and void it, and certain things like that they were questioning. But Mark Scott had asked me to reach out to some other clerks and see how they felt about it, the ones that did get it. And they said it really wasn't that bad, that it's just a download they have to do at the end of the month once the auditor's office comes and sets everything up. So I don't know how detailed that's gonna be when they come to do that, but.
Would you like a little more time to do some more checking, or? just to
No, I'm
see?
okay with it, if you guys wanna.
It's just for more transparency is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's for
I think it's what it was.
transparency, for everybody to get on there and see how the money's being spent from the county.
Okay.
So, I have no problem with that, it's just,
Could be a
I
little
know
more
it's
work for
gonna be
your
a little
office.
work
Yeah.
for my bookkeeping staff to do. But as long as they train them on how to do it and come in and set it up for them, then I think everything will be fine.
All right, so I have a motion?
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, I move that we approve the participation in the West Virginia Checkbook Program.
All right, so motion on the floor is to approve the participation of the county in the West Virginia Checkbook Program. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. All right, next item.
There's no cost either, I don't think, to the, no
No.
cost to the county?
No.
Okay, I don't think so, I didn't think
As
so.
far as I know, that's not.
Okay.
All right, so next one is consider signing letter of support for Upward Bound. You know what that is?
I think it's where it helps the kids out, they go to.
All right, so we're signing a letter of support for Upward Bound. It says the Roanoke County Commission supports Upward Bound program and is committed to its help with the following program as follows. Provide use of meeting room when available, provide tours of the courthouse complex as upon request, and provide space for displaying brochures and promotional literature. For the upward, it's a trio programs Upward Bound through Davis and Uplands College. So is there any further discussion on that?
No, I don't have, it's something that we've done for the last
Years
several
past.
years. I really feel the Upward Bound program is a good program for the county. So I will make a motion that, I approve the signing of letter of support for Upward Bound Randolph County.
All right, so motion on the floor is approve the signature of the president of the Randolph County Commissions for the support of Upward Bound. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, next one is consider signing a letter of support for West Virginia Food and Farm Coalition.
I'm not sure about this one.
Let's see what it says. Okay, this is a letter of support Mark will be signing. It says, my name is Mark Scott, President of the County Commission. As a community leader, I constantly remind of the needs of the community. I'm writing this letter of support for the manufacturing authenticity building Appalachia food product lines in West Virginia proposal. This proposal is aimed at makers and potential makers who are focused on creating small batch quality products for consumers. Manufacturing Appalachia provides kitchen infrastructure, business coaching, and marketing support to ensure West Virginia products are on the shelves in the region. This economic activity in my community is much needed and will create additional income streams for individuals. As part of this project, I am committed to the following, which he commits us to then. Supporting the creation of an entrepreneurial kitchen in the, oh, this is right, the space they're doing in the Homestead Community Center, regular communication with leaders at Homestead Community Center, and supporting a small business-friendly environment in Randolph County so at the beginning of food-based entrepreneurs feel supported in their new endeavors. Signed, Mark Scott. So, yeah, we went up there and actually toured that last fall.
They're not wanting any donations or
No,
anything?
just a letter of
want
support.
Okay.
All right, so I have a motion.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll move that we approve the signing of letter of support for the West Virginia Food and Farm Coalition at the Homestead School.
Yes. All right, so motion on the floor is to approve the signature of the Randolph County Commission President Mark Scott for the letter of support for the West Virginia Food and Farm Coalition. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Item F, consider funding request for the Huttonsville PSD.
I think that's another Mark.
Yeah.
Deal
They can
with-
speak to us. All right, so the Huttonsville PSD is requesting funds from Randolph County Commission to purchase a trailer mounted sludge dewatering trailer, distribution, just for the distribution system, an upgrade to it, and replace a backup pump at one of their pump stations. And additional expenses at their water treatment plant, chlorine at the water treatment plant. So they're asking for any donation that we can support, and
Let me see, are they getting a grant for this, and that's what they want? Let me see. I don't remember if this is a PSD, it's applying for a grant, they need some, like, seed money to get it going. No, I don't believe it, no.
they're just requesting from the ARC funding.
Okay. Oh, the total project is $139,500, okay. Okay. I remember what it is now, okay. So, okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the funding request from Huttonsville PSD in the amount of $87,000, which will be taken out of this year's ARP funding.
All right, so motion on the floor is to approve funding request from Huttonsville PSD. We're going to do $87,000, and we're taking it from the ARP funding, American Recovery Act plan, that we've gotten so far for this year, and that amount will be $87,000. So is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so next one is consider donation to the Randolph County Cages. We had, who was it?
Kelly Cooper?
Came and spoke at last meeting about that. He's bought the old, skating ring up on the 5-lane, and he was needing some support. He actually has a nonprofit, and it's called the Randolph County Cages, and they were looking for lighting and I think electrical upgrades to the project.
I think it was putting in some sort of a heating system and changing the lighting.
Yes, yes. All right.
And I believe he's got some other people already that's donating also.
Yeah, he's got a lot, I mean, I've seen it on Facebook and stuff too, so. But he came and made a presentation at the last meeting, what all they were gonna be doing, and we asked him to come back and make sure that he had his, nonprofit status and all the paperwork in order, which he does now, so.
This mainly is to help out the kids in the county, give them a place where they can practice baseball, batting cages and all in winter, all kinds of weather year round, so. I think it's a good program, I hope it works out okay. So. Yeah, it'd be good for the community. Okay, I move that we, approve the request from the Randolph County Cages in the amount of $5,000, which is gonna be taken out of hotel motel tax.
All right, so motion on the floor is approve the donation to the Randolph County Cages, the nonprofit, for $5,000 to be taken from our hotel motel tax. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Next is to consider the donation, well, it's actually an agreement between us and the 4-H for ARP funding. All right, what we've done is, the 4-H is a part of the Randolph County Commission, or oversee. So we are looking at helping with reimbursement of lost income that they've had through the pandemic, and also looking at funding a position of executive director as a county employee to help out there. So we were looking at, we asked them to provide all their documentation on their financials, and what we've come up with was $239,000 of lost income, and we're looking at taking that from the ARP funding, which we can do.
Yes.
And, but not all at once, we would divide it up over 2 years for them, because we get our funding over we get it at 2 different times. And then also fund the position of executive director of the Camp Pioneer as a county employee. That we give them $48,000 a year regular budget for them. So in lieu of that $48,000, we would fund the executive director.
Yes.
So the cost.
Pretty much a wash.
Yeah, pretty much a wash.
Yeah.
But, so those are the 2 items on this agreement between 4-H and the county and the use of the ARP funding. So if there's a motion to approve the reimbursement of lost income for the Randolph County Parks and Recreation Board in the amount of $239,000, which will be taken from.
Split up 2 years.
Over 2 years, which will be taken from the ARP funding, and then fund a position of executive director for Camp Pioneer as a county employee with full benefits, which that would be taking from our annual $48,000, so it would be offset. So if I have a motion for that.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll move that we approve the donation to 4-H.
It's the agreement between the county and
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
4-H.
agreement between the county and Randolph County Commission and Randolph County Rec Board in the amount of $239,000, which will be split over 2 years.
Yes.
Taken out of the ARP money.
Yes, and then
And then
funding.
it'll help be funding the executive director of Camp Pioneer with full benefits.
Yes.
Okay.
At $14 an hour, and then, which will be taking actually from the $48,000 that we budget them each year.
And we'll just be paying employees instead of giving Camp Pioneer.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. All right, so any further discussion? We've been actually looking to do that they've been wanting an executive director for
Many years.
Many years.
Yeah, many years.
And
They're having trouble getting ones that usually need benefits, and that's the biggest drawback.
And then if you wanted to speak about the lost income that they've suffered because of COVID over the past, how many weddings have canceled and family reunions and
Oh, yeah, and camps and, I mean, everything.
the fair and
Yeah,
everything
fair.
else.
Range camp.
Yeah, so.
So.
So, this will help them, get stabilized as well too, so. All right, so any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. All right, so next item on the agenda is consider donation to Dry Fork Recreation Center for autumn on the Dry Fork.
I get Rex Vance here to
Okay.
tell us what's going on over Dry Fork. Been making apple butter and all that good stuff.
Lord willing. First of all, I'm Rex Vance. I'm the president of the Dry Recreation Center, Harmon, or outside Harmon, 32 there. First of all, I'd like to appreciate the prayer and the pledge of allegiance to start your meeting. You don't know how much that has been a deterrent for me in our nation, that we've stomped our flag along with stomping our Lord. That is so sad. I appreciate you all starting your meeting in that situation.
Thank you.
In the past, we always have a Autumn on the Dry Fork. It's a little fall fest. We have a pork roast, chicken barbecue. We make apple butter and apple cider right on site. Been having vendors, but in the past year with COVID, we have not been able to do that. And but last year we had what they call a drive-through. We situated our park over there and made it a kind of a loop-de-loo, and we put all the cars down in there and looped them around. As they come out, as they come in, they had an order blank, and they got their order, and then as they come down, then we filled the order at the recreation center at the kitchen, and it worked out pretty well. You know, you fellers have funded us now the last few years and helping us trying to get supplies and whatnot, and we're just asking if any way you can help us out this year. Whatever you be possible to give us would be fine with us. We appreciate your help in the past and all that you've done for us. You know, we're small, but every year we've been trying to do a little something. We've got a nice ball field. We've got a nice pavilion, basketball court, volleyball court, working on a playground. We built us a stage, because we always have entertainment when we have Autumn on the Dry Fork, and we've also had some gospel hymn sings, and the stage really come in real well. So we appreciate all your support you've given us in the past, and you know, things that you can do for us in the future. So appreciate that.
If you like apple butter, then you need to go over and get some of that. Your mom used to break it to me all the time. She bring me a few pints, and that's the best stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I move that we approve the funding request, the donation to Dry Fork Recreation Center for Autumn on the Dry Fork in the amount of $2,500, which can be taken out of hotel motel tax.
All right, so we have a motion on the floor to approve the donation to Dry Fork Recreation Center for Autumn on the Dry Fork in the amount of $2,500, which we can take from our hotel motel tax. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah,
We
Rex.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
I told Chris, I don't know, I've been coming here a few years. I don't know how many more years I'll be able to come. I sure thank you.
Hopefully many more.
Yeah.
Thank you.
David, we
Thank
have a
you.
letter.
Mhm.
We have a letter.
All right, consider approval of quote for pothole repair on Low Avenue, which we are going to table because we didn't get the bid in
We
time.
didn't have any quotes yet.
Yeah, so we're gonna table that till the next meeting. Consider reappointment to the Randolph County Fire Board. So we have
Okay.
a request to reappoint Charlie Moats to the Randolph County Fire Board to fill his expired term, which the appointment would to begin immediately and end on 6/30/2024.
Well, I got bad news and good news, Charlie. He had a stroke and they flew him to Morgantown the first part of the week. But they said he's doing better. He's lost a little bit of his eyesight. They said he should come back, but he is doing better. So that's good news. Okay, I move that we approve the reappointment of Charlie Most to the Randolph County Fire Board to fill his expired term. This appointment begins immediately and ends on 6/30/2024.
All right, so motion to approve the reappointment of Charlie Moats to the Fire Board to begin immediately and end on June 30/2024. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next is consider appointments to the Whitmer Water Board. We have
Should have two. No,
just the one.
just one.
All right, so we
Yeah,
have,
it's a husband and wife, I think, you know, it's,
It's one
it's,
letter.
it's one of Heidi and Justin.
okay.
All right, so we are going to appoint Heidi and Justin Shiflett to the Whitmer Water Board. This will be for a 4-year term beginning immediately and ending on 9/15/2025.
Okay, I move to approve the appointment to to Heidi and Justin Shislett to the Whitmer Water Board, and like I said, term beginning immediately and ending on September 15th of 2025.
Okay, motion to approve Heidi and Justin Shiflett to the Whitmer Water Board. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Consider appointments to the audit committee, which is us, right?
Yeah, great.
All right, so we're going to appoint the following to the Randolph County Fiscal Year 2021 Audit Committee. We do this every year. Lisa Daniel Smith will be our outside counsel, Brooke Heinzman, myself, and Chris C.
Okay, I move that we approve the audit committee for Randolph County fiscal year 2021, and these appointments be Lisa Daniel Smith, Brooke Hosman, David Kiesling, and Chris C.
All right. Motion to approve the appointment to Randolph County Fiscal Year 2021 Audit Committee, Lisa Daniel Smith, Brooke Heinzman, myself, and Chris C. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, consider application of new hires for the E911 Center. We're gonna take these individually. So we have some new hires. First one is Jaron, is that right? Brady, to be hired part-time employee with no county benefits, placed on a 90-day probationary period. Requirements to starting pay will be $11.25 an hour. Our current budget will cover the wages, and requested employment began on September 6th of 2021.
Yes.
Have a motion for that?
Okay, I move that we approve the part-time hire of Jaron Brady, the employee with no benefits, on a 90-day probationary period, starting salary of $11.25 an hour, and employment will begin September 6th of 2021.
All right. So motion is approve the hiring of Jaron Brady as part-time employee, no county benefits, 90-day probationary period, starting pay of $11.25 an hour, and current budget covers the wages. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. All right, next. Next, we have Jeff Hedrick to be hired as part-time employee with no county benefits, be placed on a 90-day probationary period. Starting pay again, $11.25 an hour, current budget to cover the wages. Starting date will be September the 6th as well.
Okay. Same thing, I move to approve the part-time hire of Jeff Hedrick, and that be placed on 90-day probationary periods, starting salary $11.25 an hour, and unemployment begins September 11th, 2021.
Tongue-tied.
Yeah.
All right, motion on the floor is to approve the hiring of Jeff Hedrick as part-time employee with no county benefits, 90-day probationary period, starting pay of $11.25 an hour. Current budget covers the wages, effective date September 6th. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Next.
No.
All right, we have Terry Wyford to be hired as part-time employee with no county benefits, 90-day probationary period, $11.25 an hour. Current budget covers the wages, employment to begin September the 6th. Do I have a motion? Do I have a motion? All right, hearing no motion, this agenda item will fall to the floor and not be taken up by the commission. Next item on the agenda is consider renewal of the parking agreement with Crystal Springs Community Church.
This is something we have been doing. Still Crystal Spring, I think Larry Ferguson is the one that contacts.
So it's agreement dated September 16th of this year between Randolph County Commission and the Crystal Springs Community Church. That's property that we own out there and that we let them use. The agreement will begin on the 16th of September and continue until the 31st of this year of 2022.
It's actually been part of the floodplain, but they did some, I think they did some paving to make a better parking lot, and they keep it mowed, so.
Yeah, it says any, including any, the leasing, which is them, including any gravel replacement or mowing, they'll take care of that.
It does look much better since they took it over.
All right, so I have a motion to approve the renewal of the parking agreement with Crystal Springs Community Church.
Okay. Yeah, I move that we approve the renewal of the parking agreement with Crystal Springs Community Church.
Okay, motion on the floor is to approve the renewal of the parking agreement with Crystal Springs Community Church. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Just
Nick?
bring me this one. You do
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I'll get that to you.
Okay.
I'll need everything.
We'll go through everything.
All right, I just want to put it in the wrong pile.
Consider acceptance of changes to the maintenance contract amounts we have software systems, and it's not that much.
No, it's not much difference.
But we have to change, it was like, one was it was up $18, one was $2, and one was $2, so it's not much at all.
But it's something we have to do, I guess, it's state.
Yes.
It's in the
We have to-
sheriff's office and,
Yeah.
do you use that too, Brandon?
Software systems.
Ours is $2.
Okay.
Yeah, one was $2, and it was for the fire fee, fire inquiry, and the fire, a bunch of little stuff. All right, so do I have a motion to approve the changes to the maintenance contract for those, small amounts with software systems?
Okay, I move we accept the changes to the maintenance contract in the small amounts from software systems.
That's great, okay. So motion on the floor is to accept the changes to the maintenance contract as presented with software systems. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, next one is consider removing Forest Festival Friday from the county holiday list. That is only this year.
Yeah, this year.
Not
Right.
There may
every
be a
year.
festival next
That's
year, you
what
don't
everybody
know.
thought.
Yeah.
Everybody thought when they saw that it's gonna be forever.
Yeah, it's not forever.
Clarify.
No.
This year only.
We did it last year.
Right.
Because with COVID, they canceled the Forest Festival. So we had, you can't get around the courthouse on that Friday because everything's just a mess. So we canceled it last year because of COVID. Well, we anticipated that they were gonna have the Forest Festival. And so it was on the calendar again this year. And last year, we just made it again. It was just that year.
Yeah, just that year.
So with them canceling the Forest Festival again, there's no need for the courthouse to be tied up, so we'll have
open
for business on that Friday. So this is to consider to, eliminate this year's 2021, Forest Festival Friday from the holiday list. Only 2021. We'll take it up again next year hopefully it's gone, COVID's gone.
Okay.
All right, so motion,
I'll move that we remove the Forest Festival Friday from the
2021.
2021 only,
Mhm.
from the county holidays list.
All right, so motion on the floor is to remove Forest Festival Friday from the 2021 county holiday list. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. No other agenda items, final settlements and annual counting. There's 4 final settlements.
Okay, I move that we approve the 4 final settlements as submitted.
Motion on the floor is to approve the 4 final settlements as presented. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Budget revisions, and there's a few
Yeah.
budget revisions.
About 5, I think, y'all.
So the first one is, it's a state budget revision, and it's courthouse, we're taking, $46,000 from our courthouse contractual and moving it to our computer maintenance. At that time, when we did the budget, this wasn't in there. So we have to, and because there's items that come out of this line that we didn't budget for, so we have to move money into that line to take care of that. Which is an amount of $46,000. So, with the state,
Okay, I move to approve the state budget revision in the amount of $46,000.
moving from courthouse contractual to the computer maintenance line.
Courthouse contractual to computer maintenance and lease line.
All right, so state budget, roll call, Commissioner C,
Aye.
Commissioner Kiesling, aye. Motion passes. All right. Next one is an in-house budget revision. It's, for Avoca, this is, Parker?
Yeah.
For travel and supplies, to increase his line, item, the travel by $250 and the supply line by $500, so it's a $750 in-house budget revision for Mr. Parker.
Okay, I move that we approve the in-house budget revision in the amount of $750 for the prosecuting attorney's office.
Okay, motion on the floor is to approve the in-house budget revision for the prosecutor. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Next budget revision is for the assessor. She's looking, to increase extra helpline by $3,000 and decrease her professional services, contracted services, and auto maintenance lines each by $1,000 to have that money in her extra helpline of $3,000. So is there
Okay.
a motion on the floor to
That's an
approve the
in-house.
in-house budget revision for the assessor?
Okay, I move that we approve the in-house budget revision for the Randolph County Assessor in the amount of $3,000.
All right, motion on the floor is to approve the in-house budget revision for the assessor in the amount of $3,000. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Next is an in-house budget revision. We've got the ARP funding. We're actually having a line item in the budget now for the American Recovery Act, money that we've gotten, so we can take that money out of it. It's like the money we spent today on the 4-H, it'll come out of this line. So that amount is $2,786,833.50. That's, we're increasing that line, and again, it's called the American Recovery Act Contracted Services. So do I have a motion to approve that in-house budget revision?
Okay. I move that we approve the in-house budget revision in the amount of $2,780.
No, 2 million.
$2,786,833.50
Yes.
from the American Recovery Act money.
All right, so motion on the floor is to approve the in-house budget revision to create, we're actually creating that American Recovery Act service line, and we're moving that money into that, and that money moved in there is $2,786,833.50. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Last is a state budget revision, and this is money where a property owner, it's for the, our building and lands, enforcement agency. The property owner paid us back $4,000 for the cleanup of his property. So we're going to increase the property enforcement line by that check of $4,000, so that's nice.
Okay, I move that we approve the state budget revision, for the building and land non-grant amount of $4,000 into property enforcement.
All right, so motion on the floor is to approve the state budget revision of $4,000 for property enforcement. State budget revision, roll call vote, Commissioner C?
Aye.
Commissioner Keesling? Aye. Motion carries. All right. Division of Property and Revenue Assessments. All right, do you have a motion to approve the 8 erroneous assessments?
Okay, move that we approve the 8 erroneous assessments as submitted.
Okay, motion on the floor is to approve the 8 erroneous assessments as submitted. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Next is to approve, it was just a one division of properties.
Okay, also move that we approve the division of property as submitted.
Okay, motion on the floor is to approve the 1 division of property as submitted. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Distressed properties?
0.
0 distressed properties. Fire fee adjustments?
0.
Payment of the bills? 0.
Too many.
I wish there was no bills to pay.